Hello there, it's Ruth Janes. Good afternoon. I have my professional teaching portfolio here, and I'm just going to go through it with you. I chose to do binder old school, very plain and simple, but to the point, kind of how I like things, and I really have enjoyed how it turned out. It'll be nice to have close by in the class so we can kind of look through it, and I can add to it over time and change up on my philosophies and add to them. And I always have a little bit of a loose leaf or paper at the back because when ideas come up, I can kind of just put them in. So I just thought I'd start flipping through here with you. So I have my title page, professional portfolio, Ruth Janes, and then I'm going to skip through to my table of contents. I might just put it down here and skip through and take that out so I can follow along. So my table of contents starts off with all about me. So there I am. There's two of me there, just in case you didn't know I looked like one way. So there I am. I've printed these pictures, so I stuck them in. So yeah, I still look like that. So all about me. So a little bit about me and how I am and how type of person I am and things that I love the most, just to get you to know me a little tiny bit more, to build that trust and that initial ability to say, you know, here I am, I'm a person too. So that's kind of cool. So then we go into our teaching philosophy statements and being passionate about it, being a lifelong learner and wanting students to have a really safe place to go and be in class and be able to be in our college community. And yeah, so I also have done a leadership philosophy statement recently. So I added that in there, and where my core values of forgiveness and serenity are important in my life. And yeah, so that was a really great thing to do. Sharing who I am with others and allowing others to grow with time and how they would like to teach us as much as we teach them. So then we went into page 3, which is going to be a resume. There's my resume. It's called Pages. And I have an old cover letter in there too. So yeah. Then we moved into our values. Recently done some Brene Brown reading and going above all else and thinking about who we are. Sometimes we put ourselves aside, but how important it is to really dig into our values. And to narrow those down to 2 core values is really tough to do because they all kind of represent and connect together within the values. So just because I don't have family written right down there, family is kind of included in all of those. So there's my values, and then I have my list of values, my skills inventory. Personality traits, we did those over at the campus and it was really fun. So I got to learn that I'm a blue, orange, green, gold. Yes, a little bit about that type of person and what that means. And then we're going to get into evidence, knowledge, skills, and abilities. Creating inclusive learning environments for our students. So one thing that we do in Achieve here in Truro that I've done is worked on doing SMART goals at a paths. So I have a few paths here that we've done and collaborate with the Achieve team and how we take what the people's dreams and goals are our students, and we break them down and create our lesson plans for the year. So it's I broke down just what the SMART goals are, and students meet us before they come to school to get a little feel of the college campus. And then out of that we'll develop action plans and when they've accomplished them so that they have a credible piece of paper or email or something just to remind them that, yeah, we're working towards these goals and how are you going to accomplish them. So, yeah. Use of curriculum. Use of curriculum. I have my tentative work plans all laid out here. And I have, oh, it's shaky, sorry. I also have the first couple work plans, and I've kept the new ones that we've made. So, yeah, so it breaks down what we do in class, and students get a copy. And then working into planning for instruction. I use technology and course materials, planning for instruction. So this is just one quick lesson that I had about dicing carrots that we did in the kitchen. So the breakdown is we go into a video and they can watch it on their own on the iPad, so they can watch it together as a group in class, whatever they prefer. And there's the breakdown of the lesson plan and everything that's needed in the kit in the course. And another way that I try to plan most of the time is with Universal Design of Your Learning. And we work together as a team to really collaborate and bring out the best that we can for each of our students and making sure it works for everybody. So there's the little principles there. One of the projects students did was students planned an overnight to Gittins Lodge, implementation of multiple means of assessment and evaluation. So seeing everything being done, building the bonfire, getting the food ready. This was like a little bit of a feedback that we had and suggestions for next time for food that the students came up with, and we typed it all up together. So what we need to actually bring from the kitchen, from our campus to the kitchen at Gittins. The students did that. Suggestions for food, comments from the students, comments they made about how great of a time they had. They felt like they were a big family and we were strengthened our community and became a tighter group. And they felt closer to everyone. And the physical wellness pieces that they did and the goals that they had. So it was really great. And there's some pictures of what we've done throughout the year. So we do a lot of outings. My section of it of classes outings. So we usually go through and talk about what we're going to do and then put it on our calendar and write it out so that we know what's going on in the community. And this one was really great. It was the local fire department came and showed what it was like to have your dorm room go up in smoke, and they had it all set up with the dorm rooms, and we were there watching it go by, and the students thought it was really scary and cool, so they had student feedback. And dangers of residents. And another one was we go to the gym on a regular basis, and students didn't like it in the beginning. Some didn't anyway. And they're getting better at this. I didn't like it at first, and I'm tired. I'm glad I was doing it though. So, another game that we did that they really loved was doing the flower and all the common interests that they all have and common things. So it was really nice to bring that out in a visual and have it in the room. And one of our local grocery stores, we went out for an outing there to meet with a nutritionist. Another thing we did for means of inclusive strategies and implementations, different assessment values, is our students wanted to build, they each had a day where they could go, and we rotated and lead the class. So this gentleman wanted to build lean-tos, so we went out in the woods and he built lean-tos. So, he got it done, we all had them done, we took a picture, and we had a great time. And feedback about work placement, things students said, they printed them off, and all our people in our community employers that take on our students, and positive things that they had to say, which was really nice. Usually for feedback with anything I do at the end of the day, it's a comment of one thing you learned and one thing you didn't know, or, one thing you'd like to learn. So, and they have different means of representation of replying to me. Usually it's an email or a chat that we have, but we've used video. I've used Kahoot in the morning to check in on people to see how things are going. Some students have written poems. We've done a lot of art and video and acting, so it's been really fun. Another thing, and here's my learning narrative. So I put that in there for people to read, and then I have my loose leaf in case I have more ideas. But I would like to add too, students with me, we plan out the year and we have a great time, and we have a lot of check-ins. We schedule check-ins, actually. I don't have a schedule right here, but we schedule check-ins for our students throughout the year, and we mark everybody in their slot, and that's how we do it. And we meet and make sure that they're on goal with their paths and accomplishing what they would like for person-directed learning. And yeah, so this is how we do it. Anyway, thanks so much for the opportunity. It's been a great year, and these courses have just changed my life, and I love what I do. Thanks. Bye-bye.